It's week 7 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's 5th in the NFL in passing yards entering this week. It's the Texans and the Jaguars, and it's coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. Boy, we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves...
About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft. It's Trevor Lawrence.
The Clemson product, he entered the league a couple years ago, Mike, as one of the best quarterback prospects we've seen really in the last decade. And it's easy to see why when you put on the tape, right? His physical skills, his arm strength, they jump out at you. But now, if he's ever going to reach that full potential, he has to start placing an emphasis on protecting the ball. Get rid of the bad. There's so much good in his game. Don't let it be overshadowed. That's been the biggest knock of his career. If he can change that, the sky is the limit.
And he's up past the 35. Got a first down. Putting down at the 37.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. And I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. They'll try and run for the first with ETN. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a first down. A first down throw for Lawrence. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. On the draw, the give to ETN. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. So on fourth down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
He's coming off an incredibly productive game, Mike, where he was able to find the end zone 4 different times through the air and secure the win. But it wasn't perfect by any means. He played well enough to come away with the victory. But with that said, he has to clean up on the interceptions. He knows the 2 picks. A couple other close calls he got away with. Those fall into the wrong hands. That game could have went an entirely different way. Coming into here today, can he keep the production in the passing game and come away with a little bit of a cleaner stat sheet?
Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Man in motion, it's Diggs. On 2nd down, Stroud. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. Here's 3rd and 2. Slot man in motion right. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jags offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to air this out for Davis. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Texans offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Here's Warren. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Stroud. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's taken in by Dotson. And he will go all the way. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Houston. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Etienne. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Now Lawrence. That's caught once again by Ingram. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now this looks like a design run. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback. Because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Man in motion, it's Diggs. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
A run out of the gun with Warren. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Stroud. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now, Stroud. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Here's Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Texans.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans move out on top, 14-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
That's into the hands of Gabe Davis. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll run it once more with Etienne. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now here's Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Lawrence now. The outside complete to Thomas.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Man in motion, it's Diggs. They'll go play action with Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Stroud. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. On comes the punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Off-balance throw. It's complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Back to throw. Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. They go play action for Lawrence. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for the rest.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
One final throw before the break. He keeps it himself. So we've reached halftime here in this 11-point game. And we'll send you about a mile north of here to our studios. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And we run you through the highlights here. Here's first and 10. To throw is Stroud. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10.
Once again, it's Warren. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun. And the Jaguars will take over here just past the 30.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one on target to Davis. He's got it.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field. Simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. On 2nd down, here's Etienne. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. That's on the big man, Cam Robinson. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down. Davis heading in motion. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That 1st and goal sack now changes everything defensively, Mike. You imagine that you're in a 4-down territory where the offense is going to try to take advantage of the field position and punch it in over the goal line. Now, can you hold up on 2nd and 3rd down and come away with forcing a field goal, which in this situation, I think is a huge win.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Etienne. And this time, he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That'll be caught, and he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A second down throw for Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Texans first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. It's second down. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Throwing on second down, Stroud. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
Tyson Campbell that time, able to knock it away.
Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And if I'm this quarterback, after these back-to-back incompletions, I got to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws.
The Jaguars offense, and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Here's Etienne. And he will work his way to the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. On the handoff, it's Etienne. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They put Strange in motion. They'll stick to the ground. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Jaguars ready to punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Texans offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 1st down, it's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 24-yard line.
On the zone read, they hand it to Warren. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long. 3rd and a yard. On play action, Stroud. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Defensively on 3rd down, Mike, that's the money down. You have to find a way to get off the field. Most offenses are going to be more pass-heavy, looking to throw the ball downfield to convert. How can you dial up the pressure just a little bit, force an errant throw, and in this case, come away forcing a turnover?
The Jaguars offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start in the red zone already. This drive beginning at the 20. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Lawrence. To the right side, and Kurt's got her.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
To throw is Lawrence. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Look to run. It's Etienne. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Hats off to the interior of this defensive line. Look at the penetration they're able to get up front, Mike, to defeat their blocks. And 3rd and an inch, they knew that run was coming, and boy, were they ready.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This hot, and he will try to get to the pylon, but he's not going to get there.
Offside.
They mark him short of the goal line. It is a defensive stop on 4th and goal. Davis going in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
Yeah, I don't think this coach has much of a choice. I think he had to go for it. A field goal doesn't help you a whole lot. They're trying to take the lead here late in the game. But what a stand by this defense coming through, keeping them out of the end zone.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's a handoff to Warren. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's taken in by Dotson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. On the handoff, this is Warren. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. 4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead.
It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Diggs on the reception. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Stroud going to set up to throw. That one caught by Tank Dell. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Stroud. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Off he goes.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Dotson, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Stroud. That one, taken in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Big play. 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. run up the middle with Warren. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. On third down, they go with Warren. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
Tiny Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Open man is Davis. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Lawrence now to throw on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. Inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here we go. One final play. He's going to air this one out. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Texans. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. They make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.